Hey all, Binks here. We have a brand new 3-drop that is another card that takes use of unspent energy, which we haven't seen in a while. It is Warlock, the 3 energy, 3 power. Activate. For each unspent energy, give a card in your hand -1 cost. And much like many of the new cards recently, a awesome animation on this as it kind of glitches out and gives those discounts to cards in your hand. We haven't seen too many cards like this since like She-Hulk and Sunspot. She-Hulk was one of the first like new cards added after the original beta set, and Sunspot was in that original beta set, so it's been a very long time to get a card that really takes use of unspent energy. And in Marvel Snap, where you only have 12 cards, once you get 3 cards that can take advantage of an effect, you get like a really powerful level of consistency to be able to utilize that effect. And we are using all of those cards in this deck that I call Moon Girl Shulk Surfer. So this deck takes advantage of Moon Girl being able to copy our hand, which is super powerful, with our She-Hulks, which will cost 1 less for each unspent energy last turn. So the general flow of the deck is you want to get Warlock down on 3, you want to get Moon Girl down on turn 4, hopefully copying a She-Hulk or getting some of our other cards, and ideally you would have also gotten a Sunspot down there so we can soak up that energy on turn 5, get a bunch of discounts into our hand, and then have just electric final turns with things like Hit Monkey, multiple Surfers sometimes, to just absolutely blow our opponents up. We also have the Victoria hand. It's just a really good card to copy to get some additional value. I didn't get as much value out of it in this 10-game sample size as I thought, but I still definitely think it's worth including in the deck. Probably just playing it out on 2 if you have it, as opposed to trying to hold it to copying it with Moon Girl. That was kind of a mistake I maybe made. So just kind of get this out, especially if you have the Moon Girl in hand, to be able to get those additional buffs on those cards. But we have the Makari in here as well to not only get the Surfer buff, so when we get especially multiple Surfers, Makari can be very dangerous, but it also clears our hand space up, because with Moon Girl, you really want to target certain cards. In this deck, She-Hulk is the absolute #1 hit, and then the next tier is like Silver Surfer and Hit Monkey. Rouge is in here just because it's a very good tech card right now. People don't expect it. It's one of the cheaper tech options that you can play. It is 3 costs, which works with our Surfer, and the most evil card against this deck is Mobius. So we have a way to take out Mobius, especially if they play it on 3. If they play it on 5 when we skip, we just lose, and luckily I didn't run into it today. But the deck went incredibly well. I was on the Snapchat with Alex Kocha earlier this week, and I was talking about how I didn't think this deck would be super strong, that this would probably be the best deck for it, but it felt really powerful. We had so many just electric final turns, played this really well, and we'll show you the final stats. Boy, oh boy, we had a 70% win rate, and we gained 21 cubes over 10 games, so over 2 cubes per game. If you were looking for a way to utilize your Warlock, this is a great starting point. I definitely think there's a lot of things you could tinker with this deck. The Nico might want to go, the Victoria hand might want to go, the Hope Summers is pretty good, but might want to go. So there's definitely some tinkering and some optimization to be had here, but just already showing that this deck could be absolutely electric on the final turn. Really powerful, really strong. I hope that you enjoy these highlights, and also I'm going to announce on Thursday, I'm going to be starting the 3rd annual Binksathon. We're going to be running for at least 6 days, 12 hours of streams a day, and for the first time, I am going to be having this live on YouTube as well. So if you're someone who never really watches on Twitch, you can still watch it over on YouTube. Won't really be looking at YouTube chat nearly as much, and I'll definitely be trying to push those people over to Twitch for the subathon to keep things going. But just know, if you are on YouTube, you will still be able to get all of those live streams. Videos will probably not be coming out, or coming out at a very lessened amount during that time, but you can always catch me live and come hang out and have fun. But I hope that you enjoy these highlights. Make sure to hit the like button, check down below to make sure that you're subscribed. Catch me live at twitch.tv/Binks_plays. Enjoy. You peace. All right, homie VT, welcome to the stream, and this is the first episode I'm recording, and boy oh boy, we have the new card. It is a whole new world. This never happens. I feel like every single time I try and get out here, get a new card going, get excited about it, almost always we end up in the situation where the first like 4 games we don't draw it. So happy to see it here. We get the very good set of Quinjet, Victoria hand into the Warlock. Really looking for a Moon Girl here. Moon Girl would go electric. We get the Rouge. Not going to be very good because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to target down that Electro. We have a bit of a decision to make here. I think we just play out our Sunspots. We are floating 3s, so like with no Moon Girl yet, I'm wondering, do we just activate I think we just activate the Warlock. Yeah. I don't mind that at all, actually. 3 discounts plus 3 on our Sunspot? I don't think that's a bad play at all. I'm guessing we're going to see an Enchantress come out here, which would really suck. Okay, Blink is not nearly as bad unless it pulls an Enchantress. Why do I talk? Why do I say things? We do have a 1-cost Surfer, so that can cause some problems for our opponent real fast. No discounts on the Giganto, which is, if I can be so honest with you, what we wanted to see here. Oh boy. Is there a world we play out the Surfer this turn to get an extra energy to boost our Hit Monkey? I don't think so. Maybe just take the Hit Monkey this turn. And then if they can't win right, then we're going to have like Giganto Surfer left, which is really no joke. All right, we'll stick it out. We'll see what they can do here. You got a Giganto of their own, huh? Well, that's not very nice. Moon Girl, right on time. We'll play it out. We probably lose. We lose to any points left. But maybe they just go all in middle. Maybe they somehow can fill out right. We will see. I mean, maybe they don't think we can get 18 points left, which is a pretty fair thing to think. Then that would be them all going all in middle, which I don't really see them doing. If they do just 2 points left? No way. Are we going to make this work? Are we going to make this work?
I'm coming for you.
Doesn't matter if you reduce them because we're putting them right back, baby. Holy cow, what a freaking start. Oh, from the Doldrums. Should not have been able to win that game. Daily Bugle coming out with the insanely clutch hit. I mean, they had a crazy play to be able to fill right, get the lead. And they're like, well, there's no way they can win left and play Surfer. No, because we have the Warlock, we can. GG's to you and yours. Herbert, welcome to the stream, Herbert. I tell you what, this is a dang good starting hand. We have the Quinjet. Going to activate our Moon Girl. We have the Surfer that's going to get copied, giving us a cheap Moon Girl. Really, all we're missing is the Warlock. Oh, you absolutely love to see the Warlock drop down there. Holy cow. I'm so excited to see what happens here. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play Mobius. Okay, this is awful weird. I think we're passing. And we are playing Moon Girl. If we get Sunspot, we will play the Sunspot. The Sinister London really changes things here. Well, I guess we won't be able to draw a Sunspot, huh? That's fine. Okay, they are getting a lot of points. It's very scary. 'Cause our top end is okay, but it's not anything to like go insano about, right? We will activate here. I don't think we need a Nico or anything of the like. I mean, I think we're just going to activate. We're going to play She-Hulk, She-Hulk, Silver Surfer, and hope that it's enough. Undecided as of yet if it will be. I'm trying to think of the statistics. I believe if we want Surfer to land middle, I think we play Surfer first. That's a great animation, by the way. Man, that Nico spell would have went so hard last turn. I think we play Surfer first. I think it gives us the best chance of the Surfer landing middle, which I think is going to be our best win condition. We play She-Hulk, She-Hulk. We float 4 more energy. And boy, oh boy, do we hope that this is enough. I'm not sure if it will be, though. So the unfortunate situation we land ourselves in is we actually want the Surfer to go left now, because if it lands middle, we assuredly lose. I'm pretty sure we lose no matter what with these She-Hulks. Unless he hits exactly the Quinjet, we win? Oh my gosh, dude! It's the most blessed day of all time! Holy cow! That was a 1 in 4 victory. We're blessed today, okay? Not every day you're going to be blessed. My opponent might not nux me back. But you got to remember these times where you're getting the good RNG, okay? Because it can feel really easy to think you're a player who doesn't get lucky. You're just like everyone else. You get really lucky sometimes. You get really unlucky sometimes. You think about when you're unlucky. But today I'm going to think about how lucky this win was. Thank you, Herbert, for the game. GG's to you and yours. Iced! Welcome to the stream, Iced. Very, very fun game so far. I will say that. I mean, I kind of want to go... I don't want to get weird with this. I can go Warlock into Warlock. Into full pass. That's kind of base, no? I want to see it. Like, let's go, dude. Double Warlock. Why not? I'm not going to snap here because I don't want him to leave, I guess. Is the main thing. We're going to go Warlock into pass. And just get a million discounts on the hand. And if I could be so honest with you, man, have some fun. They definitely ran into some troubles here with the Martyr. Maybe they're just tilt not playing anything. I'm not quite sure. We got the Hobgoblin coming down. Probably trying to threaten a Galactus play here. But holy moly. Let's see what we can do. So... we can play like Hope here. Go Hip Monkey, She-Hulk. And then we can just kind of go a little buck wild here. Well, they're actually ahead, so maybe take this Rouge out. And if they just Galactus left, we're just winning pretty easily. So maybe they're just going to go for that. I mean, I think you'd be a little bit of a psycho to do it, and maybe they leave. We'll see. Maybe they leave. Well, maybe they leave. Ah, they go with the Galactus middle. You sneaky boy, Iced. One of my favorite plays. I do that very often. You kind of set up a Galactus in one lane, and then you move the Galactus to the other. But I tell you what, being able to set up having all of this additional power into these lanes by getting the double Warlock for -10 discounts allows me to not only put over 20 points in the left, but still put a very respectable 13 in the middle. GG's to you, Ice. Thank you for going for that. The people love it. Don't Galactus, Binks. Let that be a lesson to you. GG. D Black, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Okay, make sure we got Echo in that middle location. Make sure you're thinking about Quinjet Vic Hand. White Palace, they're going to get a She-Hulk here. We are going to receive a Enchantress. They hate ongoing cards. There's one thing I know about this person. So we do have the double She-Hulk set up with a bunch of random detritus. So we'll miss our next draw, but that'll allow us to double Hope, which I guess could be relevant. And get more float for the Warlock, which is important. I think we're going to have a similar setup between us here, I would imagine. I guess we just do this to try and fight against their Asgard, because we know we're moon-girling this turn. We don't really need it. And we're going to be able to float 7 here, being able to get a 2 free She-Hulks. Should be able to do some damage. My opponent's going to have a lot of energy, though. Let's see if we were able to fight it off. Okay. We're not going to get much value out of that. They hate ongoings. They're running Echo, Enchantress, and Super Scroll in their deck. That's crazy. Who hurt you, man? That's all I'm wondering is who hurt you, bro. That's crazy work. I cannot tell a lie. We don't even need a full float here, so we can even just play the Nico out, knowing that we have our location change next turn. No, we're gonna get a top deck, which could be Surfer, which could be really nice. And we float full 6 for the Warlock. Yeah, let's get it going. Make sure you don't play ongoings middle. It's important. They hate ongoings. If there's one thing I know about D Black is that they hate ongoing cards. Okay, we only got one hit on the She-Hulk, which isn't too terrible. They're gonna do something here. They're gonna do something here. That's all I know. I know that kind of means nothing. But I feel like they must be just setting up like some kind of ongoing degeneracy here, right? And I feel like they're gonna do it middle. If I had to guess. They could have the Cosmo as well. So what we're gonna do is go location changer. Location changer. Let's location change mid Enchantress. So it doesn't give us something that blocks an Enchantress. We can send the Hit Monkey, right? And then we go 10-10, I suppose. This could be rough. I mean, we're like, let's be honest here, right? We're playing like 42 points of power, something like that. Like, it's not rough in that regard, don't mind you, but they're obviously setting up something here, man. They got some crazy garbage going on. I think it's going to be some crazy ongoing stuff middle. So I'm really hoping this Enchantress gets us over the top. They snapped. They seem to be pretty confident in whatever we're doing, so we'll see what happens here. We get the She-Hulk left, an Enchantress middle, a Merlin, and a Jhin. And what's left here? We get the final Jhin. A snap there is kind of surprising. Knowing we had the She-Hulk, knowing we Moon Girled it. That's a little scary, but we get over the top. We get over the top right here with the Hit Monkey. She-Hulk coming down to get close on the left, but She-Hulk coming down to secure the middle lane there for the W. GG's to you and yours, D Black. Sorry for not running ongoings into your triple ongoing hate deck, but that's just kind of not my style, my dude. Best of luck on the ladder. Stefan, welcome to the stream, Stefan. Best of luck to you here. We get the Quinjet coming out. We do have a Rouge in the deck to be able to take care of that. Nothing happening this turn. Victoria Hand is a great card to Moon Girl, so I would love to be able to hit that. We might even, honestly, we might even take this Monkey just for 5 next turn to keep our hand nice and clear for this Moon Girl, depending on if we get the Warlock, of course. Okay. We'll get the Warlock activated. I mean, this hand is absolutely electric. We will snap. I really hope they don't leave. I've been trying not to snap in these videos, just because it can really suck to get a snap down and then have my opponent leave. And one that's going to be really fun for you guys to see. But we will sneak in at least one snap here to get a little bit of a change going. They play the Infinite Kang. Able to sneak that out of hand. You love to see it. We're going to get Warlock activated with the Moon Girl. Boy, man, this Rouge would be awful nice as well. We might take the Rouge because the Rouge might be more beneficial than the 3 extra energy we'd get from this. I think we are going to probably take the Rouge play here. So we're going to get Moon Girl activated, giving us an additional Victoria Hand, Surfer, and Hit Monkey. No additional ongoing on the right. That's really good for us because we are going to slot down this Rouge along with the Warlock. So why I think that this is good, A, gives us a top deck. So potentially something like Sunspot Makari coming down could be really nice. It gives us 3 discounts, which we were going to get from the Warlock anyway. The only thing that it would really hurt would be a She-Hulk top deck, but if we don't play the Rouge, you wouldn't get a top deck anyway. So I feel pretty confident about this play. If there's another ongoing and we whiff the Quinjet, it's going to really hurt here. Hopefully we don't get another ongoing to give us a 50-50. Looks like we are A-okay there. They're even giving us some additional energy to get some madness to come down here. I am really excited to see what this looks like, I tell you what. So we make sure we use all of our created cards. So we're going to get Hit Monkey down on the right, our strongest possible card. We'll get second Hit Monkey here. We'll use both our created Victoria Hand and our created Silver Surfer over here on the left. Will this Sunspot make a difference? And will floating help? They do have priorities, so the one thing I can think about would be like Negasonic would be something we'd want to avoid. So we can use that there, here. And then we go the Victoria Hand. I guess we would go the Surfer first, and then the Victoria Hand. To just play around Negasonic best we can. We're going to get a very, very powerful play here. No double Surfer, but just single Surfer is still really strong, getting 4 the middle lane, 4 over in the right lane, and it's going to be a created card that's going to get that boost from Victoria as well. Opponent is snapping. Opponent is choosing to snap on us. How dare you? That's fine, man. I'm chilling here. I feel pretty confident about what we're going to do. Opponent, I mean, they have 11 energy, right? So they can go a little buck wild. Okay, the push over to the left is not good. The Quinjet is something we can beat. The Agamotto is absolutely something we can beat, and I'm pretty sure we get over the top here. Hit Monkey pushing us up to 17. Second Hit Monkey going crazy over here on the left. Silver Surfer to give us a little bit of a boost, and Victoria Hand to push us just over the top for the 8 cubes on Stefan. Holy moly, what a play there. Barely eking out on every single lane, just getting enough to get over the top. The Sunspot actually ended up being a pretty big liability, stopping the casserole, but boy, oh boy, was that a great and very fun game. GG's to you and yours, Stefan. All right, I cannot express this enough. I played this person one second ago. And they beat me. You won't see it in the video. But I was defeated on the field of battle. I cannot tell a lie. I was defeated very easily on the field of battle. So we do have Warlock into She-Hulk with multiple Surfers. Could get something good here. They get the Black Swan down. That's kind of some old tech. I thought about using the Black Swan in this deck with some 1-drops, but I kind of liked going in the Surfer direction. I thought that it kind of had some interesting upside that I quite liked. My opponent snaps on us here. And I think that that's okay because we have a really, really good setup this time as well. They might have gotten us on the better setup last time, but I think we have it this time. Or I think there's a very good chance that we have it this time. Especially with this Moon Girl coming down. We're going to get a Quinjet. I might play double Quinjet. Probably just one. Probably just one. Probably just one. We'll play our created Quinjet and activate our Warlock here, hoping to avoid hitting our She-Hulks. But we had a Moon Girl Ditto here. See how good theirs is. I mean, ours is pretty darn strong. We have this double Surfer going. We're going to get Quinjet to get extra discounts on the She-Hulk as well as the Surfer here. So we're kind of paying 1. We're losing 1 on both of these. We're getting the 2. We're getting a top deck. So lots of different things that we're actually getting as a bit of a bonus here. But we will see if Cube Shiny can take us down. They do get the double Sunspot for the 3 float. Not that scary. I'm going to guess they missed She-Hulk here. I'm going to assume that we had a missed She-Hulk here by the opponent. And we can go like... 21012. I think the Surfer's probably more beneficial than the Vic in that situation. So it just depends on where we want to push this power and how we want to do it. So I think we want to... I don't think they have a She-Hulk. I don't think they would have played double Sunspot with a doubled She-Hulk in hand. So I don't think we have to play around the She-Hulk. So I think going to 27 here is like going to be enough. And then we'd be looking at, I think we just go all in left. And then if they avoid middle, then we do still get this Surfer bump to tick us over just a little bit middle. Maybe we want this on the right, just in case there's float. I really don't think they have a She-Hulk, though. Okay, let's play it on the right. And let's play the created one for reasons. And also, if we're going to do that, we want to play around Negasonic still, so we will go... Sorry. Go Quinjet, Surfer, here. We'll hope it's enough. Okay, we get a lot of points middle. That's huge. So many points middle. That's so massive. Okay, we're beating the Luna Snow, and we're absolutely crushing the Scarlet Witch. Unless we get a crazy location, we don't. Absolutely beautiful. Nice to get the rubber match rematch here. We got absolutely destroyed last time, and we flipped the script and make them get absolutely destroyed this time. Crazy to double push the Star Brand there. Wondering if there's ways they could have made this work. So they had like 3 here, so they would have been +9. Still not enough. They would have had to move like both of the Star Brands to have a chance, but like they go both left. They don't have enough. If it's just one Star Brand right, using the second Surfer actually got us ahead of that to be able to tick up. So we'd be at 32, and they would be just behind that. They would be at 29. Very, well, I guess it would be -6, right? So we'd be at 29, to be at 28. It would be some weird tie. Very good game. GG's to you and your Cube Shiny. Thank you for the rematch. Best luck on the ladder. All right, we got friend of the show, Jimmy Dickens here. We got basically all of our 3 drops outside of Makari and Rouge to start. Let's see what they start. Okay, we're doing a Black Knight thing. Very interested to see what comes of that. Love getting the Sunspot down here. Cannot tell a lie. I'm wondering if we play this down or save it for a Hope Summers tick. Let's just play it down on Moore Island. Let's get points. We like points. Yes, we do, folks. Okay, Quinjet. We got a Rouge target. Really depends if we get Moon Girl or not. Really depend if we get Moon Girl or not. It doesn't look like we're getting Moon Girl. So let's just go Hope Summers here. And then I think we're just going to full stack into that middle lane with Warlock Quinjet next turn. Well, I guess here's the problem, right? Like if Moon Girl, then we definitely want the Warlock down. One extra tick isn't going to really make the difference. Let's get the Warlock down, because then our alternative line would be next turn playing Hope Summers Quinjet, which isn't ideal, but it's fine. You get the Moon Girl, so we're going to be really, really happy we made this decision here. So we're going to go with the Moon Girl middle, getting a bunch of hits down, and then we're going to get the Quinjet down as well. To me, I'm hitting the snap button here. We have everything that we need. We are in just a dominant position to be able to succeed next turn. We can get the Quinjet down next turn as well. Just going to kill his own Quinjet, kind of based. Kind of based to just murder your own Quinjet like that. Okay, the Makari, 07s to the Makari as well. We're going to go ahead and play the Quinjet down. We're going to hit the Adam Warlock button, getting a bunch of additional hits here. What are we really hoping for? So we're going to have 2s on the right. So being able to play like 5 cards would be the ideal. That'd be very unlikely to have happen. We'd have to get some really good Warlock hits, but being able to play 5 guards, especially if we can get at least 2 of Surfer or Hitmonkey, that to me is something that I think we can use to get over the top here, I hope. We get the Vic hand with the Lady Sif coming down on the Agatha. That would explain a lot of their plays up until this point. I cannot tell a lie. See what we get here. So we do get double Hitmonkey. We get double Hitmonkey here. Okay, so that 14 power card is going to be the big issue that we have to deal with. So we're going to play 4 cards. So our Hitmonkeys are going to get up to 11. And 13 with the Surfer hit. So I think we can go Hope Monkey here. The Hope will get over 6, so we'll be able to take this out. Where do we put the rest of our energy? I think we put another Hitmonkey over here on the left. We use the final Surfer here middle. Getting us some extra points. No Ghost Rider left available. This feels really strong. Let's see what we can do. And we get the retreats! Love to see it. Glad that we talked through everything. I think we found just about the best possible line and just a really, really good setup. Really awesome, man. This deck blew away my expectations. I cannot tell a lie. Felt really, really strong. GG's, as always, to you and yours, Jimmy. Pixie Chef! Friend of the show. Welcome to the stream. Their name was different literally yesterday, so maybe that's their alt account that they were using. Because their name was assuredly different yesterday. It was like replace old Bullseye or something like that. They're kind of messing with me here a little bit. Bar, there's not even a name at this bar is the thing. The thing is there's not even a name. All right, we have a pretty crazy setup here. Especially if we top deck Sunspot. Boy, oh boy, if we top deck Sunspot, we are going to the moon, brother. Oh my gosh. Everything's going to be free. We're going to be able to play our whole hand. Dude, yeah, Pixie Chef on the exact same idea I am. Oh, and maybe we can even get the 1 in 6 flip for the Nico here. Everything is going to be free, essentially. So we're going to get a big float on the Sunspot after everything as well, which is really nice. We got the activation down. So again, we're hoping for Nico location change here. It's pretty much a mirror match what we're doing. Did not get the location change. A little bit unfortunate. Hopefully this comes out to be just a like straight up 1-for-1 matchup. Where are we going to play this Rouge? If they have Juggernaut, we're absolutely toast, right? But we'll just assume that won't happen, I guess. Okay. I think that we will play the Rouge left. There's more cards there. So I think that's probably our better chance. And then we'll just play everything out, man. Still float 2, which is pretty crazy, playing all of these cards. Massive Hitmonkey, massive She-Hulk. Let's make sure we're playing around Negasonic, I guess. The very off chance that they're running that card. And go for broke here. Let's see what we can do, Pixie Chef. No matter what, this is going to be a banger. Double Shulk. Double Hitmonkey? No double Hitmonkey. I think they're going to have us, though. That was a nasty turn. Absolutely nasty turn. They floated 4 with all that? That's crazy. They got some absolutely broken Warlock hits there. Well, honestly, I don't know a better way to end the video because that is just a beat down. 1v1 in the mirror, him getting the Moon Girl to be able to supercharge things a little bit more. But absolutely a pleasure to play a Pixie Chef. And that brings us to the end of the episode. So play the dang song and make sure to hit like and subscribe.
Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe. Binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks. Like and subscribe.